How's it going, everybody? The Card Trash Can here. Welcome to the channel. And today's video is kind of crazy. We're going to expose Activision for participating in fraud and all the numbers and all the data and the meat potatoes that tell you that Call of Duty is number 2 on the sales chart, that Call of Duty sold this many, that Call of Duty's number 2 most played game is in fact all bullshit and lies by Activision to keep their stock prices high, because Call of Duty is their number 1 big swinging dick when it comes to keeping that company going. And if that game, Call of Duty Black Ops 7, drops, or any Call of Duty for that matter of fact eats shit and the numbers drop, Activision stock would fall apart and it would turn into Ubisoft and get bought up by Tencent or some shit. So today's video is going to get kind of crazy, but I'm telling you here right now, Call of Duty, then sales numbers, the data, the meat and potatoes ain't exactly what you think it is, and it's easy to prove that they're all lying, because it doesn't make sense. When you look at it, you see how bad Black Ops 7 is reviewed, and you see the online sentiment and all the videos, and then we're told by the developers that the online world isn't representative of the actual in real life world of people who play Call of Duty, because you know what, that's lies too. I'm gonna tell you right now, that's bullshit, because if that was true, the developers wouldn't have a social media presence. They wouldn't be saying things and doing things and releasing things online to appease us, those online. They would just ignore us because we don't actually matter, because we're not representative of the real world. So why would you waste your time, marketing, effort, and energy talking and interacting with people like you and me if we were not significant? That's a fact right there. Bullshit. We are the actually majority, and I'm going to prove that we are the majority. And the numbers you see with Call of Duty Black Ops 7 and the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 don't make any fucking sense at all, and Activision is full of shit. So yeah, something ain't adding up when you look at all the metrics, all the data, all the stats, and the meat and potatoes. And once again, in this video, it's going to be very easy to prove that Activision is participating in fraud to pump up their stock prices and stock market shares so they can continue to make billions of dollars and avoid being on the Epstein client list like Bobby Kotick was. Boom, roasted. The first thing we're going to do is anecdotal before I actually provide the real data that's going to prove Black Ops 7, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, and Call of Duty in general is eating shit and the numbers are nothing but fraud and lie. First thing, if the game is doing so well, then why are all the metrics tanking? Why does every creator's video that's negative about the game explode? Why is every comment on every Call of Duty video, for the most matter of fact, and on social media is 90% negative? Why is everything just flooded with complaints? If the game was doing so well, that doesn't make any sense. Number 2, I'm talking number 2, above every other game in the world. Number 2 most played, best sales, beating Call of Duty Black Ops 6 sales, or beating the previous Call of Duty sales, or whatever nonsense they try to shove down our throats. Why would that be the case then when you look online, everything is negative? Why are lobbies right now so sweaty? They say there's no skill-based matchmaking. Well, if that's the case, then why is every lobby filled with sweats and we're all the casual players? Another thing as well, which is bullshit, is the Steam numbers, which I know are not really indicative, aren't a really good metric, aren't really good a barometer to measure the actual, I guess, popularity of Call of Duty. Doesn't make any sense as well, and I've been guilty of this too, because I'll use this year to actually prove that is a good place to measure actual health of Call of Duty Black Ops 7 or Black Ops 6 for that matter of fact, or Warzone. As you know, last year, when Black Ops 6 dropped, it had a spike of 300,000 people on Steam. This year, it had a spike of 100,000 and it's already dropped back down to 50,000. That's a dead game. That's not just like, oh, they're on Xbox Game Pass or they're on Battle.net. Like, no, 200 and something thousand people who played it last year all of a sudden decide just to jump ship out of nowhere. All the other past Call of Duty titles when released and Steam was available also saw huge jumps into hundreds of thousands on launch week. This is the first time ever that we do not have that happening. The biggest thing is this as well. Microsoft owns Activision now. Shareholders need positive signals. COD really is, like I mentioned in the beginning, their cash cow. If COD fails, their stock fails, they lose billions and billions of dollars. When you have bad headlines, the stock dips. When you have good headlines, the stock soars. Perception is more important than reality, and they are doing nothing but damage control for Call of Duty for I don't know how many years. It isn't just anecdotal. We have to get over that. It isn't just like, hey, we're crazy, we think Call of Duty sucks, we think it's dead, we're the stupid crazy ones, and when it's in real life, everyone's playing it. Well, if that's the case, I don't fucking know anybody who plays Call of Duty. I don't know anybody who enjoys Call of Duty. I have no friends. I never talk to anybody in real life. I'm a very personal person. When I go out into the gaming community, I go out to GameStop, when I go to gaming convention trying to pick up furries so I take them back to my Hilton hotel room and run some weird ass game with them, I don't find anybody who says they like playing Call of Duty or play Call of Duty. But let me actually just prove to you right now how this is all a lie, how all the numbers that people use are a lie, how everything is just smoke and mirrors. It's very, very simple. If you look at the #1 selling games of 2025, I know Black Ops 7 just released, but we don't have to even look at that. When you look at the chart here I'm putting in front of you, Battlefield 6 sits at #1 for the most sales in 2025. NBA 2K26 is #2, Monster Hunter Wilds 3, Borderlands 4, EA's College Football, Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered. All the way down at #6 is Black Ops 6. #6, most sold game in 2025. I know that the game came out at the end of 2024, so those sales are not going to be 100% like, oh yeah, well, you know, put 2024 up there and add it together and see how well it's doing. You don't even have to do that. We don't even have to even get into that conversation. Just look at the numbers. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 was the 6th highest selling game in 2025. But then you try to tell me that it is a #2 most played game in the world, ahead of Battlefield 6 on console, and it was #1 selling game of 2025, but somehow Call of Duty is still ahead. And then Black Ops 6 also is the worst received game in the most recent history until Black Ops 7. Like literally everyone hated Black Ops 6, everyone thought the game sucked, all the numbers were the worst they've ever been, all the Steam numbers, all the Twitch streaming numbers. So, but I'm gonna get at this. When Call of Duty was apparently in its heyday, which apparently still wasn't compared to what the numbers are today, they're trying to tell you the numbers are better today. Yeah, right. But let me just try to find and try to show you the correlation, the facts here. Back 10 years ago, when they used to actually show the numbers, online number player count for Call of Duty multiplayer. And the YouTube videos online were getting millions of views, hundreds of thousands of views, like just gameplay videos, just simple content, no clickbait, no rage bait, no sensationalism, just, hey, this is the game, this is what I'm doing, millions of views, hundreds of thousands of views, huge hype. Huge productions, huge midnight releases. And now they try to tell you that the game even is doing better than they used to be back then. But yet the views online fucking suck for everybody comparatively. You got channels with 1 million subscribers can't even get 50,000 views talking about Call of Duty being good or just regular generic content. The only content that gets views on YouTube when it comes to fucking Call of Duty now is negative content about the game. There is no hype about midnight releases. There's no worldwide hype anymore. There is no phenomenon that makes the game exciting with New York City having some crazy military operation to help drop Call of Duty Black Ops 2 or Modern Warfare 3 or whatever it was when they had like Humvees and military personnel in the downtown Times Square to mark the release of Call of Duty. None of that is happening now. No one I know likes the game. None of the views are high on Twitch streaming, but yet they try to tell you it's a #2 most played game in the world. But then you look at Battlefield 6, which was really #1 selling game of the year, and every single metric that we use to say that Call of Duty is dead, Battlefield 6 says it's alive and doing very well. Steam numbers are very high. Obviously it's dropped off a bit because Arc Raiders is hugely popular and people are playing that more so on PC on Steam. Call of Duty has dropped. That will take a small percentage of the player base, let's be honest. But when you looked at the Twitch stream numbers, they were huge. When you look at the sentiment online, positive. When you talk to people in real life, they are telling you Battlefield 6 kicks Call of Duty's ass and they're playing Battlefield 6. That stands in line more so with the reality that Battlefield 6 did well than I hear Call of Duty is doing so well, but everybody hates it, nobody plays it, everybody talks shit about it. All on the views are all at negativity, no positivity, no worldwide hype, no worldwide excitement, no real life energy, but we're supposed to believe that Call of Duty is doing so amazing. The illusion of COD being untouchable is dying. The illusion that COD is doing so amazing is fraud, because once again, billions and billions of dollars are up for grabs. Perception is huge. Once again, if it's negative perception of Call of Duty, stock's gonna plummet. Positive perception of Call of Duty, stock's gonna go up, and they have to maintain the rise of Activision stock to keep shareholders happy and to keep the money rolling in. I don't understand how we can have the #1 selling game every year, but yet no one cares about watching videos on it. No one cares about watching stream about it. No one cares about the hype around it. All they care about is shitting on it and hating on it and talking negative about it because everyone realizes the game sucks now compared to where it used to be back when it was actually realistically, authentically hyped. Not fake nonsense, not fake lies, not fake stats, not fake numbers. I mean, let me just finish it with this. Let me just finish it with this right here. Back when the game actually was positive, they showed the player count online and how many millions of people were playing it. Ever since Call of Duty started going down, getting negative press, they took that away. If they could show you the actual numbers, if they showed you the real player count in real time and it would look positive, they would do that. You know why? Because it would push stock up, because people who have investments in Activision would see, oh wow, the cash cow really is doing well. Woo! But it wouldn't. It would be dead numbers and everybody would be like, oh my god, Activision sucks, Call of Duty sucks, cash cow's dying, everyone sell their stock, Activision collapses. It's all false, it's all fraud. In my opinion. I think it's pretty obvious though, is it not? If you want one COD channel that's going to hit you with the facts, zero corporate pollution, zero corporate illusions, zero corporate shills, zero bullshit, I'm the man, you're the man. Thank you for watching. Welcome to the Trash Can community. Welcome to Trash Gang. I'm the COD Trash Can. I think I rest my case, Your Honor. I gotta go.